the place that you are in, the world that you're traveling to, you are in the Forgotten Realms, and you are making your way to Icewind Dale. Um, Currently, you are traveling through the spine of the world. It's a mountain region that is extremely difficult to cross. And as you keep traveling, things have gotten colder and colder and darker and darker. There are some days when like the sun just doesn't really come up, and so things are getting more and more difficult. There is a point where, like up in the mountains, there is a cabin that is kind of like a way station for people traveling to Icewind Dale. Basically, this is a point where you come here, and then as soon as the pass is open, they get as many people through as they can. Because the pass only opens about once every 3 or 4 weeks. So one by one, each of you has made your way to this cabin to travel to Icewind Dale for whatever reason that you're traveling there. While you're there, you have learned that Icewind Dale is a land trapped in perpetual winter. Terrible blizzards and various storms of various magnitudes make it so that traveling in general is difficult, but especially traveling through the spine of the world is crazy dangerous. Basically, the reason for this is that the land of Icewind Dale has not seen a summer or even just the warmth of the sun for about 2 years now, and the sun just doesn't come up at all. Like, it gets to that point where it starts to lighten, and then the sun just never appears. And then it just starts to darken again. And that's what happens. I mean, it just gets colder and colder because there's no sunlight. Basically, in this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold are the rulers. Everything is freezing, everything is cold. Without the proper equipment, you will die. Most residents blame it on Auril, the Frost Maiden, the god of winter's wrath. There is a shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night, and it is supposedly according to her doing. Basically, she's been casting a spell that just keeps the sun at bay. People living in this town, or in this region, live in a number of settlements known as Pen Towns. Not a very creative name, but, they work with what they got. And, as the years have been going by, fewer and fewer people have been able to get through the pass. Like, getting a couple of people through is one thing. Getting full caravans through is quite another. And because of this, the towns have become more and more isolated. It's become a darker and less cheerful place. Basically, each town has their own means of trying to appease the Frost Maiden. Most of them do sacrifices. Some do food sacrifices. Some do human sacrifices. They're just doing what they can to try to get her to let the sun come up and not kill them from sheer utter cold.
It sounds like it's not working.
Say again?
It sounds like it's not working if you haven't seen the sun in a while.
Right? For adventurers such as yourselves, 2 towns is a place to test one's mettle, and, in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. So, you are here in this cabin. It is the, 4 of you? Yeah, the 4 of you, and 3 other people who are waiting for this pass to open. You've been waiting for the full 3 weeks, and there's still no sign of it letting up. One of the people there is essentially like a, what do you call him? Almost like an innkeeper. He's kind of like a trapper of sorts. Basically the guy who stays there and maintains this cabin. Make sure that anybody who's there is fed and watered. Make sure that they don't die of bitter freezing cold. Just maintains the place.
Yeah.
So he's the one who actually basically explains this to all of you. He also has offered to equip you with winter gear. Everything that you'll need to survive in this place, if you follow the right restrictions, if you're smart about it. Warm gear. He gives you the option to buy snowshoes, things that let you walk on the ice better, things of that nature. So first of all, would any of you like to get any equipment like that?
I think I'm actually good. I'm a freaking Goliath. This was like the environment I came from.
When you tell the man this, he looks at you for a second and says, I understand that, but you might want to get something just in case. The average temperatures down there are negative 40 degrees without wind chill.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably need it.
Yeah, I'll take a set of whatever I can get.
Okay. Did you guys roll for your starting gold?
I have not yet. But
I didn't. I
I'll
think I
take-
just.
Okay, so just roll a d6 and multiply it by 10.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Oh shit! I got a 6.
I got 3.
I
I
got
can't
a
even lie
1.
about my rolls because you guys could just check my stream.
I got a 6.
I got a
Okay.
1.
Okay. Well, fortunately, because you have that resistance, you won't need as much gear. So that works for you.
Luckily.
He offers each of you. So what he does is he goes out and he traps various animals, or he hunts various animals, and so depending on what kind of gear you want your cold weather clothing made out of, or what kind of pelts you want it made out of, it'll be a different cost. Things like rabbits and skunks and small animals, you can get a pretty good one for like 5 gold. It won't be super great for your warmth, but it works. He has some that are made out of like full bears, including like the head as the helmet or as the hood, but those are a minimum of 30 gold each.
Oh, I definitely want to be a bird barbarian.
Okay, I want the nicest stuff he has. I
For
also
30.
would like to try to persuade him to do it for 30 gold.
Okay, so the nicest he has is in fact the bear, which is going to be 30 gold. If you want to buy any snowshoes or any they're called crampons. It's like a type of thing that attaches to the bottom of your shoe, kind of like what do you call them? Cleats,
Mm-hmm.
but they're made out of metal spikes, so you can walk on ice.
It's also just a fun word to say.
Right? They're like crouton, crampy.
So what can I get for 10 gold? What's my best option here, sir?
Let's see. You can get. Are you so concerned about walking in the snow, or do you just want, something to protect you from that wind chill?
I think mostly the wind chill. We'll go for wind chill because I think I'm pretty accustomed to walking in that kind of snow.
Okay, so I have a pretty good set of a cloak, and well, it's really just a cloak. It's made out of moose. It'll be about 7 gold. It's
Alright.
really good against wind chill. It won't really help you with walking through the snow. You'll have to trudge through it if you get into any deep spots. But it will definitely help you there. Plus, with your large size, it can just kind of wrap around you, almost like a poncho, and keep you warm, but still not impede your mobility.
All right, I'll go with that.
Okay.
All right, I'll ask him what the best stuff I can get for 30 gold is, like for like as far as getting a decent set of stuff.
All right. So, are you concerned about walking in the snow
Um,
/ on the ice?
I mean, I can melt them. I also have water shapes, so I can adjust it, but that's a whole thing to do. I'm gonna say yes because I know you. Yeah.
That's fair.
Now, any
Okay. So,
quick question: any currency that when I created my character, because I made him also of like royal blood, does that count towards my role, or is that completely separate?
say that again.
So, is it royal? Not royalty, but what's the word I'm looking for? Of like noble blood. I'm like noble. My character, their parents, like his parents were murdered. They were both noble, and then on my currency on my character sheet, it shows my like gold is 25. Is that completely separate from my 6 die roll in our current game?
So that would be where it had the option of like choosing your starting gold versus your equipment. That's where where that comes in. The reason why I'm having you just roll a die for it is we're saying that you're factoring in, the cost of getting to this place, the cost of your rations, all of those things that you'll need. Like before you set out, you probably had that much, and then it's cost you however much to get here.
You get there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant. Got it.
Right.
I got my moose quilt, basically.
Yeah. Now, with your noble background, you could do things like trying to convince them that because you're a noble, you are of the noble birth. You should be given a discount because you are helping people. You could try to spin it that way, depending on how much respect the person has for nobility. Does that make sense?
Okay. In that
But it's like-
same kind of thing, I want to try to do a thing where my background is like I'm the clone of a god. So, can I try to use my celestial origin to try to?
But see, with that, it's like if they have no love for nobility or no love for gods in general, I mean, that might really hurt you.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
And
So
knowing
sometimes you have
Mark,
to just-
it's probably the latter.
Right. I mean, depending on the person, but yeah, that is a big
Can
vibe
we
with me.
do a persuasion roll?
Okay, so if you're
Ooh.
trying to convince him that you are a god or even part god,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, you have to convince him that you are part god.
I mean,
Not just a wizard or a sorcerer.
mhm.
You are a deific being himself.
Well, I mean, I'm an Asimar, so that's basically an angel, and I'm covered in like runes that are permanently like etched into my skin, and
Kinky.
I speak abyssal, celestial, and primordial, so I can talk like all of the gods. I don't know.
Okay,
If,
so
I
how
don't
do you
know.
want to use these various
How do you-
aspects to try to convince this man that you are a god?
I will tell him that a little bit about the god that I was made from, which we haven't picked that yet. I don't know what gods are in this game, but that can be up to you, I guess. And
Yeah, I think that's a figure that one out.
yeah, and that I was an attempt to recreate him, or it, and that while I'm here, I'm going to try to fix stuff in this land with my divine power.
Okay.
And
Roll persuasion.
roll persuasion?
Yeah.
I got 14.
Okay, so he's gonna give you kind of like a side eye and be like, "Well, I'm not much of a religious man, but that seems kind of blasphemous to me. I mean, you're trying to just be a god."
I'm not trying to be a god. I am designed to be a god. And then I will cast light and make all of my runes glow.
Okay, he's gonna look at that and be like, "Well, that's something." Huh? Okay. Not quite sure what you're getting at, but okay.
Is this like some sort of redneck mountain hillbilly dude?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Get off my
As he's
fucking...
like more caught off guard by you, like his accent is coming out more and more. Before, when he was talking, he was like, being very professional, like giving you the tour and explaining things, and now he's just like, "Well, I don't know about that."
Okay. Does he have a fireplace or something?
Yeah, a pretty good fireplace there.
Is it lit?
Yeah.
Wait, is he the only one around? Are we alone with this guy in this cabin?
You're not
No.
killing the guy to get a discount on things, James.
I mean, if he's dead, they're all free, but even still. It's you four, him, and 2 other people.
Okay.
These other people are also people just waiting for the pass to open so that they can travel to this place.
Well, then I will take the best I can get for 30 and quit trying to... Just like a little of all the... A small full set of winter gear, whatever I can get for 30 gold.
So he can offer you snowshoes, crampons, and a bearskin coat or a bearskin outfit, but it won't have the full bear hood.
Okay.
You can get all of that for 30.
I will do that then. Is this also the first time I'm meeting the other players?
So you guys have trickled in here and there. So some of you have been here for only like a week or so. Some of you have been here for 3 weeks. So you've gotten to know each other for quite a while. You have been living in this little place for
Alright.
a while.
So all of these guys are probably sick of me ranting about how I'm the clone of a god by now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have walked in 5 minutes ago and still been sick of it by now.
Cool. Because I'm constantly spouting the word of myself, and
It's like, yeah, God, we get it.
yep, praise me, and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would like to get gear that will keep me, warm, being able to walk through the snow.
Okay. Do you want anything specific for your clothing, or do you just want a basic set?
I don't know. I want to make sure I'm not going to freeze my ass off.
Okay. Like if you wanted a pristine bear coat made into a cloak that you can wear that's just awesome looking, it would cost you quite a bit more. But if you just want something to keep you warm, it's going to be like 10 gold for that. 14
you
with
just won't want.
snowshoes and the coat things.
Yeah, who cares about looking cool, man? You gotta stay warm. You don't want to be that dead guy that looks great, but he's dead because he didn't.
Oh,
get
you're absolutely wrong.
Use a bear as cloaking or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna
I mean,
assume
I don't really
that
want to be in the
I'm gonna assume that Gossifer here has probably gotten his gold just off of like people he's stabbed along the way to get the other garbage he's got equipment he has. So he's more than happy to spend it to look like a bear. Like I want the bear hat. I want the full bear hat.
Okay.
Definitely some snow boots too. I'll take the crampons. I'll take the deluxe package.
All right.
Yeah, how
The
much
full
does the
deluxe
deluxe package cost?
Can I approach my fellow adventurers and tell them it's
Hold
time to
on,
pay
I
for
want to find
tithing?
out how much the deluxe package costs.
I mean, he's still shopping, but if you really want to, like, interrupt him, I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, you don't
I'll punch him in
interrupt
the
guy
face.
you're
No,
fighting
no,
from,
I'm
man.
not gonna interrupt the birdbarian.
Okay, so you say that you want all of this stuff, and you're like, the deluxe package. And he's like, oh, yeah. Okay, I know exactly what to get you. And he starts, rummaging through, pulls out like this big. It must have been made out of like a grizzly or something, because it is a huge bear. He like wraps it around you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good fit. I mean, you're a big man yourself, but Birdman. What do I call it? Do I call
Bird
you
bear.
a man?
That's fine. Birdman.
Well, you're a big man, and this will fit you nice and well. And then he gives you the shoes and the crampons, and yeah, you're good to go.
How much was it?
Grand total, 30. Yeah, hold on. 34 gold.
Okay.
You
I
just
still got
got
something left over.
hustled. You just got hustled.
I'm fine. I still have almost as much as the sad boy had to start with.
You know what?
I will be more than happy to stick with function over fashion.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Dude, now I'm also a bear and a bird and
I
a
mean-
barbarian.
I deserve both function and fashion, but I take what I can get.
Hey, I'm a moose, man. I'm a Goliath moose.
So we have a moose, a bird, an angel, and whatever the hell Steven is.
I'm just a random dude who thinks.
Are you a human?
Everyone's gonna be. I'm a human. I'm the one human apparently. But you don't understand. I am here to make sure everyone understands that eventually everyone is going to be speaking Minotaur in the future.
So you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I just want something functional that will keep me alive.
The Gospel of the Minotaur.
So we're preaching two different things here.
I'm going with Minotaur over Light Boy.
I'm here to shed light on this dim world, okay?
I mean, not you, but it just.
Okay.
Do they have any daggers for sale too?
He's got like a hunting knife.
I'd sell
Okay.
you a
That's
dagger.
about it.
No, I'm okay.
I have a couple of daggers, I think.
I've got a couple of javelins for throwing. It's just I only got the one dagger off the last guy I murdered.
You know, I see you eyeing the knife, and I'll walk over, and I'll give you a dagger in good faith.
I don't want your pity dagger.
You'd rather pay for one? I mean,
Yeah,
I
an
think-
angel
yeah.
is giving you a free dagger. Come on.
if you want to be worshipped, that's not gonna work. But
I can make it glow for you.
does the glowing do
It's
me
a-
any good?
It's a glistening dagger that I tell you is imbued with my holy strength.
Okay, now I really don't want it. That just sounds weird.
Dude, it's not a cum dagger, don't worry.
You can't prove that. I don't have a blacklight.
Oh,
I could make my light black light.
Nope, I'm good. You can keep your special sauce dagger.
I'll take the dagger at this point. I'm broke. So
Well, do you have any weapons at all?
I have a crossbow, and then I have a longsword.
Then you don't even need a dagger.
I don't need it either. I've got weapons.
Okay,
I was just looking for better throwing weapons because I've only got the one.
I might want to keep my dagger because I'm a wizard or sorcerer.
Yeah. Keep your stat.
Well, then keep your damn glowing dagger.
I mean, I could just smack him with a quarterstaff, but I think the dagger might be better than a quarterstaff. I actually don't know.
The quarterstaff will do more damage.
Oh, it's not even equipped, apparently. How do I equip it?
I warned you about that. Go back to edit.
Manage equipment? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
thought
while
I
this
did
guy-
equip it already.
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
the
and, then,
knife.
and then click the little
Um,
box next to your dagger. Scroll down.
Okay, I see it now.
Alright. So, the wizard's getting Adventuring 101 school.
It's more D&D
Come on,
Beyond.
James. The other James is supposed to be the newbie.
I haven't used Beyond before, okay? It won't even let me equip the quarterstaff. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better than my unarmed strike.
So, Xylane, what were you gonna say to somebody?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking out of my ass.
Another godly feature you have?
More like
Yeah.
Ace Ventura feature.
Hey, I'm just, that's how it works. That's what you gotta do when you're a god. You gotta say a...
Godly ventriloquism?
What?
Said it's godly ventriloquism?
You gotta say a bunch of stuff, set a bunch of rules that don't make sense. It's how it has to go.
Fair.
Oppress a people or two.
Okay, so you guys have gotten your equipment. You're ready to go. However, the pass still hasn't opened yet, according to the reports that this guy has gotten. You're coming up on your like 5th week there, maybe even close to your 6th, and you're actually starting to run low on supplies. Nothing that's super worrisome, but also like maybe you should be keeping an eye on it.
Maybe we should just try to go.
Sorry, what?
So maybe we should just try to go.
If we try to go, I'm going to be the only one alive.
I can...
Or we start killing each other, and cannibalism is a thing. So
I mean, that's fine. I'm a bird.
I mean,
I can't eat
true,
people.
true.
I mean, there are 3 non-party members. Okay, I'm just going to stop there.
I mean, as the one human, I really do not like how this is looking when you guys are talking.
I'm fine
about
with eating people.
humans.
yeah,
I-
human meat is the most tender.
True. Birds.
But then again, I've never eaten a god before.
True.
Anyone shut up.
Nobody wants to eat a Goliath. It
It's-
just tastes like
it's-
rock.
It's just empty calories and disappointment.
I'm used to that.
Nothing I'm not already used to.
We could probably go hunting.
Yeah. If we link up the 4 of us and go actually get something, we
Yeah,
might be able to
yeah.
get some supplies.
And then we could help out the people of this poor town as well. This little hut that we're at. We could spread the wealth.
You mean the 2 other people that are
Yeah,
here?
yeah, we can help everybody.
Well, if they want to come with and help out, then I'm game for that. But if they don't want to help, then I'm not.
Maybe
game
we
in.
could exchange what we catch for more supplies for the trip ahead.
If they're willing to trade, sure. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for
Could
that.
I do a persuasion check to see if they would be up for a deal like that?
I'm
Which one
down.
would you like to talk to first?
Whoever looks like they're in charge.
There's nobody really in charge.
Did they come together or did they come separately? The 2 other people.
Yeah. Do they work here or?
So in asking them that, you find out that they are separate people. They have no connection to each other. They're just both heading that same way.
Okay.
One of them is a human woman. The other one is a dwarf male.
Okay.
What does the dwarf do? Like for a profession?